Hello, everyone. I'm very happy to welcome Dr. Achyuta Samanta here to talk to all of you. Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
very
Thank
much.
you so much for joining. Yes,
Thank you
Dr.
very much.
Thank you. Dr. Achyuta Samanta is the founder of Kalinga Institute of Social Sciences. It's an inspirational institution and an inspirational individual joining us. The Kalinga Institute of Social Sciences provides free education to uh, thousands of poor indigenous children from kindergarten to post graduation. He has served in multiple really key positions, including as a member of University Grants Commission for 2 consecutive terms. He was a member of Executive Committee of All India Council for Technical Education. He has also been decorated with the prestigious civilian awards from many countries, including the Guzi Peace Prize International, the highest civilian award from Bahrain, besides over 50 international and national and over 200 state honors. He was recently conferred the Personality of the Year by FICCI. He's also a serving member of Parliament, Lok Sabha, from Odisha, Kandhamal. It's really our pleasure to have you, Dr. Achita. Over to you to talk about compassion during COVID-19.
So, thank you very much, Mr. John, for giving me this opportunity. So, good afternoon, everybody present here. My regards to all the distinguished personalities speaking and listening at this webinar organized by the NOJ Foundation. I am very much happy and honored in the midst of all of you at this lockdown time. Thanks to NOJ Foundation giving me an opportunity to ventilate my some work we have been doing for the last 2 months in this corona crisis. So for two things I should be excused, that as I am at my own residence, I am not using the mask. And second thing, I am very happy because of this conference, webinar conference. And you may not believe this is my first time in my life to have this type of conference sitting at my residence. Because if you see, I am very work alcoholic person, working for the last 30 years. I used to attend many seminar, workshop, conference globally and nationally. But this is my first. Anything goes wrong, I should be excused. So I am very much happy that I will take few minutes to speak. As you have told, that is the compassion in the time of this COVID-19, etc. is a very nice theme. As we all know that everybody's objective is to be happy in his life or to make others happy. And this happiness generally found not within the material gain or the material things, it is always coined with the compassion and concern for the others. And we know there is a very good relations between the compassion and the love, bonded very nicely. And this compassion generally starts from the beginning of a child, and particularly in case of India, if we see, the compassion is the best virtue to be cultured for every Indian. And if we see our past, and this compassion has been generally with every persons, even in mythological age or even in this present circumstance. And because of this compassion, we know the essence of compassion is the humanity. And we grow with this humanity. At present, we see this corona pandemic has destroyed this humanitarian or created humanitarian crisis among one and all. And as we Indian culture this compassion from the very beginning, we are very much happy to be compassionate to others. If you see that 130 or 40 crores Indians are almost locked down, but there is no nuisance, nothing else happening in any part of the country because of the compassion of someone on other one, because of the compassion among the relatives, among the friends, among the family members. All these good things are going because of compassion, quality or virtue. That's why we are happy and we lead, in spite of lockdown and many things, a good life till date. And I see in other countries, there may be compassion, but the way we are, suppose someone is in trouble, someone is in sorrow, the moment we see, we express our compassionate attitude. But in other countries, they generally think the system will take care of these persons. But in case of India, both system and compassion from the people take care of this sorrow or any trouble and overcome the entire things. I am very much happy that this compassion has been with the people. That's why this such a corona pandemic situation prevailing all over the globe. Entire globe is affected because of this corona. Entire world has been turned around. So in this context, if we see how this corona has created crisis, not only in India, in almost all the world. Crisis means that this type of situation we have never seen. This type of situation will come, we have never thought of. And if we go on speaking on this aspect, I will not touch my activities which we have been doing for the last 45 to 50 days. So anyhow, it's my humble submission to listen to me another few minutes that how we are compassionate during this corona crisis, and we are little bit a drop in the ocean helpful to the people at this crisis time. As you have told introduction that I am definitely Professor Achyut Samant. I will explain the compassion in two categories. First, definitely I know the compassion starts from home, begins at home. So I am the founder of two very big organizations, two very huge educational institutes in the country and national and international acclaimed. One is definitely Kalinga Institute of Social Science, KISS. Another one is also Kalinga Institute of Industrial Technology, one of the most promising university in the country and beyond country. These two universities have been 60,000 students. 30,000 students in Kalinga Institute of Social Science, KISS, tribal children from the entire Odisha state and from other 10 states. It is a fully free, fully residential. It is from KG to PG, from the age of 5 up to age of 20, 25. So you can easily imagine when this corona came to Odisha, the first corona positive was detected on 15th March. One Odia brother came from Italy, so he was detected corona positive. So we visualize that something is going to happen from the government side. There will be lockdown and everything. So immediately we did evacuated of the entire 30,000 tribal children and sent them comfortably, safely with a bus to their respective places, 500, 700 kilometers distance from the organizations. At the same time, not only we sent them to their respective house, villages, they are poor, we provided them some amount of dry foods and also 4 pieces of soap just to wash hands, etc., 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 etc. So then we did the same thing for our other university, evacuated the elite students, 30,000 to the respective places, and many other countries, they went back comfortably. So then after this, we again did one very good things. I think it is first of its kind in the country. From the day one of the lockdown, in our university kit, by using the latest technology, we started online class to all the 30,000 students in the respective places. And at the same time, after class, online examination. And you will be happy to know that we did the same online class to 75% of the tribal children through WhatsApp. So these things after completing, then we came forward for the general people. You will be happy to know that our Honorable Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik ji is very aggressive, very forward looking and very visionary. He took many initiatives before other states could think of. I have seen that on 20th March, Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha Naveen Patnaik ji has suggested us to have the big COVID hospitals for the people, those will be affected in the coming days. We are having one very huge medical college hospital with 2,000 bedded multi-specialty beds. So when the state government told us, immediately I jumped into, because it's my always hobby to provide the service to the people as far as possible and as much as possible. So we had one dedicated block, it is known as the medicine block, with all ICU facilities, etc. So we demarcated this medicine block with 450 bedded and 45 bedded ICU beds for the standalone COVID hospitals. And you will be happy to know that we got ready within 5 days. The state government has told us for 7 days. It is not an easy task, because all my doctors fraternity and paramedical staff nurses fraternity, they were all afraid of. So what I did, first I had a good number of meetings with the higher functionary of Kalinga Institute of Medical Science, the constituent of KIT University. Then I had a good meetings with all the doctors, paramedical staff. I tried my level best to build up the confidence among them. And I told them one sentence, as it is a private, I am with you for any mishappenings or anything happens, I am with you. KIT is with you. So I am so happy that after 7 days of the getting ready of this COVID hospital standalone, Honorable Chief Minister declared it functional. From that time, this COVID hospital have been running very nicely. And I am very happy that our doctors, paramedical staff and all others, nurses, they all rendered the service like anything. Now hundreds of patients are admitted and they are discharged. Everybody came with happiness and they are so happy with the service of our doctors and paramedical staff. At the same time, just after 7 days of this hospital at Bhubaneswar, with the advice of the state government, we also started preparing 3 COVID hospitals in 3 tribal districts of Odisha state, 300 to 400 kilometers distance from Bhubaneswar. That is known as the Mayurbhanj, then also Kandhamal and also Balangir. These 3 districts we had this COVID hospital 200 bedded, including 20 bedded ICU. The same things I tried my level best to convince the doctors and paramedical staff to go there and join there and stay there and to serve the people at the time of this need. And they have been doing it till date. And there also we have the COVID patients. So in this way, there are many things. And when the first batch, second batch doctor, paramedical staffs came out with success, and I thanked them profusely and very nicely. So we encouraged them. So in this way, one bigger thing we have been doing it, this COVID hospitals, running 4 COVID hospitals in the state of Odisha with 500, and this is also 550. So 1,050 bedded COVID hospitals we have been running. I think it is the biggest one with any organizations in the country. And besides these COVID hospitals, and after taking care of the healthcare system, we did a lot of social work in the last 45 days with the help of my 10% staffs, because we have given holiday to the 90% staffs, and they are in their respective places, and we did entire social work with the help of this our 10% staffs, both in KIT and KISS. One good things we did, that is to supply the foods to the needy people at this crisis time. They may be stranded laborers, they may be in the slum area, they may be needy people. In this way, from the day one, we started supplying these food items, be it rice, pulses, cooking oil, flattened rice, and also biscuit, many other things to all the needy poor people in and around Bhubaneswar. Again, you will be happy to know that this dry food we have supplied to more than 20 districts by this time. And also, you will be happy to know that in my district, that is my parliament constituency, Kandhamal also, I provided the food to all the orphanage center or the old age center, many other centers, 40 approximately, we have delivered the food items at the time of this need. And also many students from KISS, those are really poor, we delivered some food items at their respective homes and in the respective villages, etc. One good things I marked, that one day before 50 days, 2 monkeys came to our one temple which is in the KISS campus. I was surprised how these 2 monkeys came at a distance of 10 kilometers to this temple. Then I was informed, as the entire things is locked down, no tourist is coming, no people are in the market on the road, so these monkeys are also hungry. That's why they came to our temples, they entered into the temple and they sourced the banana, etc. Then I was very happy. I started feeding these monkeys, cows, and many other animals, and also the pigeons, etc. From that day till date, with the help of my few staffs, those who have been doing a great job providing this food item to all this. Another many things we are doing, but I will cite definitely, you see, the real kudos now going to the corona warriors. They may be doctors, nurses, police personnel, sanitary workers, or the SHG groups, even the administrator behind the screen. We have taken one good step, providing this good meals lunch on every Sunday to 1,500 police personnel on every Sunday. Similarly, we have delivered this food item at the very inaccessible area, be it at the transgenders community area, red light area, and you all will be happy to know that with the help of this KISS and Sakha, one organizations, we did a great job for the transgenders community in Bhubaneswar and also the Rayagada. And KIT, KISS both have been distributing these things. Not only here, you will be happy to know that there is one place known as Jiranga in the Gajapati districts in Odisha. There is one monastery for the Tibetan. We are very much connected with this monastery for the last so many years. And they are not getting any help from anybody. They are also 2 old age home. So my persons, my staffs went there and did a great job, not only providing the foods, etc., adopting these 2 old age homes at Jirang, this Tibetan monastery, for next 1 year, and providing many health equipment, including PPE and other things for their hospitals in the Jirang in Gajapati Jilla. So in this way, we did many things, and we have adopted one peacock area with 150 peacocks for 1 year to provide them these foods. So another one good things we did with the help of our lady staff to provide or distribute the feminine hygiene products to women and girls. Now we have completed approximately 15 districts till date. Another 15 districts will complete in another 1 week to provide this feminine hygiene products to the women and girls, those who are in need. And again, also many things we have done. And another good things we have done, that to take care of some Indian American citizens. So Indian American citizens, those who are in the Odisha, they were interested to go back to their America. So our staff, particularly Mr. Aditya, who has taken lot of pain to coordinate the entire things, not only from the US Embassy, Delhi, US Consul General, and also to provide the entire logistics support for this repatriation of American and Indian American personnel to their American country. And also we have done good coordination with the government for any type of works. Suppose Bhubaneswar Municipality Corporation, BMC, wants to put hundreds of their workers in our hostels. So these type of things, any things comes to our knowledge, immediately we extend our support, because this is the time where one should extend support without thinking anything. That we have been doing it. And also at the same time, we have taken care of many other things, particularly if we see in case of awareness. This time, awareness is the best things one should do. All the respected persons listening to me, believe me or may not believe me, we have been doing this awareness program for social distancing, washing hands, wearing masks, etc., 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 with the help of 30,000 tribal children in their respective places in the interior part of the Odisha state, because we have told categorically to our children at KISS, you please do with your people in your own language. That's why you will see, I am not boasting, but among the tribals, this corona affected is very less. And another thing, our 10,000 staffs, approximately 9,000 are staying in their respective places. We have also told them to make awareness of entire things in your respective villages, because we are giving them good salary even this holidays or the corona crisis time. And I am myself building their confidence with some video message to the key students, to the kid students, to the kid staff and key staffs, everybody. I have been, because this is the time of building the confidence among them, because they are all confined. There may be domestic violence, there may be so many things. So unless until we do like this, there will be so much problem. Another one thing, I am very much happy, our 200 volunteers are involved to make the awareness under one project Uday with the collaboration of UNFPA. They have covered 220 villages in the particularly aspirational districts of Rayagada, Koraput and Malkangiri in the state of Odisha. And I am happy that our people have covered 6 aspirational districts of Odisha for this type of service in any form. That is Rayagada, Malkangiri, Koraput, Kandhamal, Balangir and also Gajapati. So we are happy these 6 aspirational districts we have covered. And the present technology has helped us a lot. Because of this technology, now also I am visible to all of you. The same technology we applied in our both KIT and KISS and also KIMS, by which we have been rendering many good service with respect to humanitarian service to the entire world, not only Odisha, to the other parts, because this is the best time to use the technology and to render the service or to be connected with the one and all in the entire globe. So these are some of the things we have been doing for the last 45 to 50 days. And you will be happy to know that I did also the same thing in my own native place, that is known as the Smart Village, where we have been running many organizations and more than 300 people are working there. We also did the same thing, whatever I have already explained. I don't want to kill much time, but I am very much happy. This compassion is very much required at this crisis time. And compassion does not mean just to give some money or wealth or something to the others. It should be in any form at any point of time, because I am very much touched with this compassion word, because some of you, because the most speakers I see in the list, 90% of them I know. My best regards to the two Nobel laureates, those are speaking, respected Mohammad Yunusji and Kailash Satyarthi, with whom I am very close to them. And they know how this compassion word is very close to my heart. I think if this compassion would not have been the culture of our people, I would not have sat here to speak something. As most of the people in the world knows, that how compassion helped Dr. Samarth to come from the midst of poverty, hunger, everything from the age of 4. As I lost my father at the age of 4, I was brought up only with the help of the compassion or compassionate people, be it my mother, who is no more with me, be it my elder brother, who has shown compassion to me, be the villagers of the village who have shown compassion to me, who have helped me at the time, who have given a few kind words to me at the time of my crisis and the childhood. And I think because of this compassion of the people, compassionate people or compassion attitude of the people, today Achyut Samarth has been doing so much good things for the entire community in this world. So that's why we all should nurture this compassion. It is not confined to give something. Even if you are speaking few words of kind, then also it will definitely decrease the problem, or it gives the happiness or mental happiness to the many peoples. So I am very much happy speaking few minutes in this, the topic compassion in the time of the corona or COVID-19. I hope whatever we have been doing for the last 45-50 days, we have ventilated little bit. So now this time is left to the others, those who can, if they want something to ask me about this work or etc., I will be happy to answer as far as possible on my part.
Thank you so much, Dr. Achyuta. I think it was a great, piece of advice, as well as sharing your experience on how you're helping communities in Odisha. Some of the questions that are coming, sir, is how do we in these times, in these really tough times, help children and especially women in really remote parts of the country when healthcare systems are crumbling? How do we really help children and women?
You will be happy to know that we have been helping particularly children and women in this crisis time. First, I have already expressed how we provide these hygienic things to the women and girls. And second thing, you will be happy that we have delivered food items to our 30,000 kids children at their respective places, with their books also, because textbooks they have not taken when they left this campus. So this is one thing. Second thing, we have been helping the children mostly any part of the state if it is coming to our knowledge. And we also search, because we have provided 50,000 packet of dry foods consisting of flattened rice, sugar, biscuit, and also to some extent dry fruits to the 50,000 children in the different parts of the state, and particularly slum area at this crisis time, because government is giving rice, etc. But this flattened rice are known as here chuda, and also biscuit, sugar, all these things are not easily available with the children in their respective houses. So we provided these things. And another one thing I have not told, I have also another two platform, one electronic media and also very good magazine. With the help of this electronic media, you will may not believe 2 hours we are giving for the COVID-19 awareness in different entertainment style to the most of the children in the Odisha state. The same thing is also with the magazines. I am the founder. So in this way, we have been helping the children in many ways, and you will be happy that I have been writing one blog of inspiration and encouraging every day for the last 45 days. And through my social media also, I try my level best. Mr. Jan.
Yes, thank you, sir. So there is the other question is, I think that's coming from the audience, is that you're the first person to dedicate a hospital with beds to treat COVID-19 patients. How do you think in the future we can develop our healthcare infrastructure so that we can avoid crises and serve the people better?
So it's a very nice question someone has asked. That we all know, with respect to the healthcare system, we are not so advanced. This corona has given us one scope, or corona has opened our mind that how we should strengthen our healthcare system in the coming days. Because you see, before this, in entire India, we are not health conscious. Health system was not so strong, and we are not serious, even policymaker or the anybody else, because this corona has awakened all of us, particularly the policymaker and governments, how they should make healthcare system very good and strong, livable to the people in the coming years.
Thank you, Dr. Samantha. What do you think is the role of citizens and civil society organizations, non-profits in these times of crisis? And what would be your advice to them?
You see, role of citizen and civil society is very important. They matters a lot. Because what I see, suppose corona has affected 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15 countries, or affected few places in India, but corona has affected entire world, every country, every family. Even in every family, every person is frightened or live with fear. So at this such a crisis time, every citizen should have certain role and responsibility to deliver. And civil society has much more. All of them, of course, everybody is afraid of affecting corona. But all of them should come forward at this time to extend all types of helps. I'm not telling monetary help, because monetary help is given by the government in huge, because nobody is without any food, all this. But at this time, everybody needs consolation. Consolation or counseling is the, I think as just a layman, consolation and counseling is the very important thing at this present, which should be rendered by civil society and every citizen. And it has affected children confining in the room, the students, those who are pursuing the various types of education, even the other persons, those who are working here and there. Particularly you see the labor class, how they are suffering in the entire India, going from one place to other place, not getting any end, where they should get some solace, where they should get some help, nothing else. So you have asked the best questions. I should request through you that in this crisis time, because you see the crisis is not over now, the crisis will continue, and after the lockdown and corona will be normal, there will be more things will happen. We all know what is going to happen. At that time, when patience is very much required with one and all, we should have that much of patience to tolerate the entire things. Because when something is happening, we are tolerating ourselves, we are restraining ourselves. But when the things will be over, at that time, there will be huge problem among the 140 crores people in the country. At that time, not only patience is required, consolation and so many things are very much required from the every citizen and also particularly civil society.
Thank you, sir. Another question for you, sir. You run one of the largest free educational institutions in the world, and right now a lot of educational institutions are shut down, and we're waiting for lockdowns to get over, and for the children to go back to school and youth to go back to colleges. What is the role of educational institutions once the lockdowns are over? How should they prepare? How should they react once this is over and we get back to? How do we get back to normal after this?
You see, educational institution is the congregation of the people, assembly of the people, be it students in the tune of thousands, be it staff also in the tunes of hundreds of thousands. I think now all the educational institutions are also in a shock. What they will do after these things. Of course, most of the leading institutes have prepared nicely. They are connected with the students online and various technology. But after the situation will be normal. You see, who can say the situation will be normal? And normal means, normal. When the entire situation in entire country will be normal, there will be not a single corona case for the last 1 month. At that time only one can dare to ask the students in the terms of thousands and staffs to come to the campus and to all these things. So this is one very big crisis is going to overcome by each and every year. After that, after seeing, suppose now the policymakers are telling July and June will be the peak period. So how much it will be peak period? Nobody can see the magnitude of these things. Nobody has any idea. Everybody is fighting against one unforeseen force or the enemy. So all these things I think can be more open after the July, August, when the things will be normal or may not be normal in India. After that, one can think of the addressing the students' problem or the staff problem or whatever the things, but everything depends on the normal situation or the situation prevailing after 2 months.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for that answer. The last question for you is, we're getting a lot of questions from students and youth. What is your advice for youth today? There are a lot of people who are unemployed, who are waiting for industries to open, jobs to come back up. What would be your advice to youth at this point in time?
It's a very also nice question. I have written in my one blog before 15 days about these labor problems, how they came to their respective places, and as most of them are homesick, they may not go back to their respective industry or factory or whatever the things. So definitely there will be thousands or millions of unemployment will be created automatically. So this unemployment problem will be in the coming years. But it is up to us how to create employment. Employment is there. But if we people will not accept that employment as per the situation prevailing in our country, then we will suffer. But if we will accept the employment as per the applicable or the available in the country because of this corona situation or any crisis, any natural calamity, then I hope there will be some solution, not complete solution. So I can suggest to my young mass that whatever you think, you should do it, you should accept it, and also you should have some patience to bear all these things going on. And employment will not come to them automatically. They have to run after this employment also. And employment is, I hope, is available in the country, be it any form, as per the academic qualification or whatever things of the students. But definitely, students have to be little bit patient and bold and to accept the things, whatever is coming to them. At the same time, they should also extend helps to their fellow members, to their friends, and should console them then only things will be much more easier, and the students' mass should be counseled in a bigger way in the coming days. Then only the students' mass will be little bit happy.
Understood. Thank you, sir. Any last words? There is one question that's coming up again and again. Our audience would like for you to talk about art of giving a little bit and then close.
Oh, I am thankful to the audience, those who have asked the questions art of giving, because art of giving is close to my heart. Besides the social service, education, rural development, health, many other sectors I have been working. I have been also working as a social reformer in many ways. I have floated many things, out of which art of giving is one thing I have been propagating since 2013, 17th May. I have been propagating in various forms. So art of giving is a very good philosophy of life, just like compassion. Art of giving philosophy is not to give money or wealth to someone. It should be in any form at any point of time. Even if you are telling some few words to anybody, and if he gets happiness, that is also the objective of fulfillment of the art of giving. So I have been propagating art of giving since 2013 with a particular theme. I can say here, before 2 years, we did art of giving celebration on 17th May in approximately 100 countries. क्या topic था? प्यार भरा pack. So feeding with love. Similarly, another year we did bag of happiness to distribute these learning materials to the poor children. So in this way, this year also we have kept Go Green, but it is digital. So I request all of you to, if you practice the art of giving, because whatever success you have seen with Dr. Samant from my childhood, age of 4, not getting even one piece of roti in 1 day or 2 days. From that poverty, hunger, I have come from a remote village since 1970. Now I am here only because of the quality I am having, the art of giving. Just to give something to the people, whatever in your hand, and in return you will get immense happiness and pleasure you cannot imagine. Immense happiness and pleasure you can get out of this art of giving. So thank you very much for asking my real questions. I was to speak about it, but I thought people will think I am boasting my work only. So thanks to Mr. John also asking these questions art of giving.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Rachita Samanta. It was great having you. It was an inspirational speech. You're an inspirational individual. Our audience, I'm sure, enjoyed your discussion. This conversation is also live on YouTube, on other streaming services where thousands of other people are watching. So I'm sure they'll gain a lot from listening to you. Thank you so much for joining. Now, we will move on to the next session, and wish you all the best with all the good work that you're doing in Odisha, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. John, giving me this opportunity to speak about my work. Thank you.
Thank you.